Welcome to KDR TV show. We are pretty happy again to have you this evening, this night, from all around the world. We are very delighted to have a team of professionals of media publicity who are endowed to prepare, plan for the U.S. tour of Professor P.L.O. Lumumba. And before I introduce or usher in the team, KDR TV is really welcoming everyone from across the world to ensure this tour is a success. We want you to partner with us, give us critique, give us suggestions so that the U.S. tour of Professor P.L.O. Lumumba will be a success. And let me usher in the team we are having today who are going to give us updates on how they are prepared to host Professor P.L.O. Lumumba. Hello members, welcome to KDR TV.
Hi.
Thank you very much. We are welcome. Thank you very much. We are having Professor Ndiangui from Florida. We are having Dr. Shiori from Ohio. Also, we are having Professor Lucas Njenga from Kenya. We are also having Madam Patricia Njenga from Maryland. And we have a huge team from Ohio, led by Brother Mutua. Thank you very much, guys. So, we are going to be very brief because we are having a limited time to ensure that the show is a success for today, and we'll definitely have to start from Brother Professor Njenga from Kenya. Dr. Lucas Njenga, what do you want to tell the diaspora who are anticipating to hear the good messages which Professor P.L.O. Lumumba will be giving them in a few weeks from today? Dr. Njenga, are you there? Okay, as Dr. Njenga, can you hear us? Okay, let's go to Florida as we are waiting for Professor Njenga to come live. So, Dr. Ndiangui, yes. Is Florida ready to host Professor P.L.O. Lumumba?
Florida is ready to go, my brother. Florida is on. We're going. Yes, we're good.
Okay. What are we anticipating to hear from Professor P.L.O. Lumumba? What topic are the Florida people put on table for Professor Lumumba?
Thank you so much, Ben. But before I even answer that, I want to thank you so much for inviting us here and for enabling us and let people know what we are doing. Florida, we have Professor Lumumba from July 12th to July 18th. So that's a whole week. And each of these days, there is something special for him. We start when he arrives, nothing much, just less. And on July 13th,
we've lost Professor Ndiangui. What happened? Okay, let's go to Sister Patricia as we wait for Professor Ndiangui to come back. And if you are a media team from all the downlink sites, please ensure that you don't log in twice. The link is only, we can only log into the link from one site only, please. Thank you. So let's go to Maryland. Sister Patricia, same question as we asked Professor Ndiangui. Can you please tell us how prepared are you to host Professor P.L.O. Lumumba?
Absolutely. Thank you again, Ben, for having us on this forum. We are excited in the Baltimore, DC, so all of Maryland, all of DC, area to welcome PLO Lumumba. We have exciting plans put together. We are the first stop on the tour. So the very first time he lands, first meeting is going to be in Washington, D.C. at the amazing Swahili Village, the very new Swahili Village in D.C. So if you haven't been there, this is a nice opportunity to come out to Swahili Village in D.C. He will be there on Thursday, July the 8th. That event starts at 5 o'clock, and he will be speaking about governance, and it's appropriate because we know DC is the seat of the US government. It's the seat of a lot that has to do with governance around the world. So we ask everyone who is in DC and Virginia, Pennsylvania, all our surrounding areas, please come out to that event. Another major event that's going to happen is going to be in Baltimore proper. It's going to actually be in Towson, for those of you who are familiar with Maryland. We're going to be at the Sheraton in Towson. Here, he will be speaking about culture and also about youth and supporting our youth in the diaspora around the world so that they can also be a part of our Kenyan community or African diaspora, all the things that pertain to them being connected to who we are, where we've come from, our roots. That's going to happen Friday, July the 9th. That event starts at 7 p.m. And we are super excited to be able to host this event. We are asking folks to come dressed in their African attire so we can all celebrate where we are from and who we are. So you asked the question, are we ready in the Baltimore area? The answer is a resounding yes. We're in DC on the 8th, and we're in Baltimore on the 9th.
Thank you very much. Can you give us specifics, about the sites, if there's somebody actually watching right now, if they'll definitely know how to arrive at the venues, please?
Absolutely. As far as DC is concerned, and by the way, I should say that you should head now, if you haven't already, to PLOLumumbaUSAtour.com. PLOLumumbaUSAtour.com. I am going to tell you the information, but that's the best place to find it because that is also the site from which you will register. DC events, again, July the 8th. It is a Thursday night from 5 to 9 p.m. Swahili Village, you can Google Swahili Village Consulate. This is the very new Swahili Village, nice restaurant owned by Mr. Kevin, who's doing an amazing job as a business person in the USA. It's a more intimate setting because it's not as big, and so you will get an opportunity to perhaps say hi, say a word to Professor Lumumba because the setting allows itself for that. The event cost for that is $20. You can buy your own meal, so you'll be able to go. That does not include the meals, but you can buy your own meal. You'll be able to choose what you want to eat. Do you want to eat beef stew? You can choose that. Do you want to eat tilapia? You can choose that. You want to eat chapati or ugali? You can choose that. Cover charge is just $20. In Baltimore, the cost is $60. Again, it's at the Sheraton Baltimore North. That's in Towson. That's a huge hall. We want all of you to come out. We've just been in COVID, and it's time to now come out and celebrate one another, see people that you haven't seen in a while. So come out to the Sheraton Towson. We're going to be able to host a whole lot of you, as many of you as can come out. The cost of that is $60, and that includes dinner. So you get to hear really good, I will call it a message, an encouragement, a speech. Come out and hear him. Enjoy your meal, celebrate with other Kenyans, Africans, people who are interested in these conversations on that particular day.
Thank you very much, Sister Patricia. So let's bring back Professor Ndiangui. Professor Ndiangui, go ahead. We lost you a little bit. Oh, Professor Ndiangui, you came on and then you disappeared. So what about Professor Lucas? Professor Lucas from Kenya, can you hear us? Wow. Okay. Now let's turn our focus to Ohio. Ohio is a huge team, and I see my brother Mutua there. My goodness, there are so many. So Ohio, it's your chance now to tell us exactly what is happening down there. Go ahead.
Thank you, Bwana Kibwato, and thank you for the whole team that is actually working hard to make sure that PLO, Professor PLO Lumumba US tour is a success. One thing that I would like to say is that we have a great team here in we have Professor Prince Ellis, Madam Clara, that are doing a wonderful job. And also we have other guys in the team that are not here with us. And each one of us is doing a great job to make this event a success. In Cincinnati, we are ready. We've been ready actually. And as you can see right now, we are exactly at the event where this is the venue here behind us, where PLO will be. This is where his main event will be. So PLO will be in Cincinnati after Kibwato. You host him in Minnesota. We are 19th, July 19th. And on the 20th, we have we have several meetings, which are Prince. Clara, you can clarify about that, and Prince. I'll give them the opportunity to do that as well because we're a team, wonderful team. And I'll talk about the main event on the 20th. We have the African diaspora community and business leaders. We've worked together to see if we can bring these African leaders together. These are the movers. These are change makers in our community. We would like them to discuss. It's a kind of a dinner whereby we can discuss with PLO, we can discuss with the Wakanda team, and they share with us what they think between the connection or bridging between the African diaspora and our brothers and sisters back in Africa. We're looking PLO between us here and on investments, community development, and also things that we want to do back in our countries of origin. And that's why we're bringing all the African leaders in our community together so that we can, discuss with PLO. Together we can work together on something that, we can follow up after he leaves. And the next day, we also have UC. Prince will talk about that, which is the 21st. The University of Cincinnati, which has sponsored most of our events, the tour in Cincinnati. And Prince will talk about that. Later after that, we'll have another event. That is the main event that will be here. And this is where we're inviting everyone to come to meet and greet and listen to PLO. We are advertising through our social media. Clara is doing a very good job. The One Voice Consortium website is Clara doing a great job from Cincinnati. We have a wonderful team here that is doing a great job. So I'll let one of you, whoever it is, Prince or Clara, to take off.
Okay. This is such a pleasure to be able to work with Professor PLO Lumumba, who before now was just a figment of our imagination and seeing all the different YouTube videos and WhatsApp clips that came through. So this is really a pleasure for me personally to be able to contribute to the effort. And what I have done, what my team has done is Multicultural Solutions, is we have come on board with One Voice Consortium and help create the different platforms that we need in order to be able to show everything that PLO is going to be doing once they get here to. So if you look at the website and all the information that's there, we're trying to create as much a place where anyone who is within the United States can go and see where in the United States is PLO Lumumba going to be, how can they get there? And it's easy for them to be able look at that and determine whether they can make it or not. They can also share on social media with other people from the website what will be going on and where they could have that. So in a nutshell, that's really what my team has been trying to do, working again with friends and the Cincinnati crew, just to make sure that all that messaging is clear. Whoever is interested in the visit, they can go to the website PLOLumumba.USAtour.com, and you can download the sponsorship information. You can use Professor Lumumba's speeches if you're not familiar, and just get a one-stop place for the visit and everything that it entails.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Prince. Before Prince speaks, I would like the I would like the world to know that our sister Clara has really done a fantastic job to ensure that the website, the information, all the nitty gritty of IT is on our hands, and whoever wants to do a very great website, whoever wants to bring a team to understand how things actually work on the computers and the website and all that, it's actually Clara doing. So if anybody wants to get some nice website done, we have somebody here who is actually doing that. So Clara, thumbs up. So let's.
Yay!
Thank you very much.
And actually, that's why we have such a good team, right?
Yes,
So,
yes,
so-
exactly. Yep.
but I'm gonna make mine very brief. I work at University of Cincinnati, so I'm a professor of business and finance, and I'm really impressed with. And I remember I reached out to my university, and so far they've been a major sponsor for PLO. So they've opened the doors for PLO campus to meet with some of the university leadership. So we have meetings with them, meetings on campus, rooms, access to rooms, and Provost's office yesterday, 2 days ago, and they are helping me plan his visit on campus. So it's really a pleasure to have PLO on our side. And also, you guys know I work with APNET, which is the African Professionals Network. It's a diaspora group that we are very happy to have PLO on. And for those who are watching, please, you have to come out and support this event. Please don't just sit on the fence. We want you guys to come out because we are really excited. And we know that this is going to be a very memorable moment for all of us. And again, I see Phil all the time on TV. I watch his talk show. It's a dream come true for all of us.
Exactly.
And this is really going to be a fun time for me. I know I'll have his picture on the wall for such a long time. So
Yes.
thanks so much for organizing this event. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
And one thing I want to say also to our people in Cincinnati as well, go and look at,
Yes.
check what he has done. Is in 38 countries in Africa.
Yes.
His PLO Foundation is 38 countries in Africa. See what he does. He doesn't just speak. He's on the ground and he's doing a lot for our communities. And that's why he's here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, brother Mtua. We are coming back to that. Before before you stole the show from the Florida guys. Now Professor Ndiangui is a little bit scared. So Professor Ndiangui, we lost you, and the people of Ohio have stolen the show. So what do you have in stake?
They never
No,
had
they
it.
cannot steal the show. You know that. Well, you know about this. But anyway, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know exactly what happened in the tech problems, but here we are now. And where was I? What was the main question? It was really alive and well.
How is Florida prepared to host Professor PLO Lumumba?
Very good. Thank you so much. Florida is set and go, as I said at the beginning. He arrives here on the 12th of July. That should just be a day to relax after the travel. On the 13th in the morning, we will go to Florida Gulf Coast University and spend quite some time there. You will have a tour of the campus, and then you'll teach a class. The topic is environmental sustainability and social justice. And the students, you have a chance to ask him questions. PLO is very much with the youth, and he needed that just to have a chance with the youth only. Then after that, you have lunch with the dignitaries of the college, and then after that, at 2 o'clock, we have the open event for everybody, and between 2 and 4 after university interaction with PLO. So you are talk, you are asking questions, and that is on youth empowerment and education for power. Then on the 14th, we will travel to Orlando, and that's when we have a big event in Orlando. And we will tour Orlando a little bit, but at 4 o'clock, we will meet with the key leaders of the African Diaspora for Good Governance, African Leadership Council, and African in Jacksonville, African Network for Southwest Florida, and then other groups. And then at 5 o'clock, reception at Mamata Resort in Orlando. And that's when Professor will have dinner with all the other guests. We have over 100 guests waiting for him there. Then you come back. And on 15th, we want him to have a break. to enjoy Florida. You know, Florida weather. He needs to go to the beach and do some other stuff. So he'll get a chance with him and his wife just to relax and enjoy Florida. On the 16th, we have a major event with the Rotarians, organized by the Rotarians of the entire district. That's also for the Florida community. We will talk at Crown Plaza downtown, and that will be during the day. And then in the afternoon, we have a more relaxed environment. You meet a few people who will be mainly focusing on people who can support the foundation. But we don't want to go to that. That's a very quiet moment. On the 17th, that is his birthday. That's when I'm inviting a few members of you to come to Florida. I know David loves Florida and other people, they want to here. But that's when the mayor of Fort Myers will meet with him and his team of the diversity and inclusion committee. That is more private event for the mayor that people the city, the leaders of the community in celebrating their own birthday. On the 18th, we'll have him over to my brother, Equator, as possible. We are taking over to the top. We are combining serious business with relaxation because, you know, Florida is more of a relaxed place. It's hot, we enjoy it, but it's very meaningful. So, college on the 13th, Orlando, when you talk about Pan-Africanism and the diaspora, 16th, when he talks with the Rotarians about breaking the cup for bringing all of us together, the 17th, the next event. We are set to go, we are daring to go, we thank you, and you know very well that Cincinnati cannot do better than that. But thank you so much.
Okay, before we give Mutua to give a rebuttal, let's now go to Dr. Shuri. Yeah. Dr. Shuri, you are the chairman of One Voice Consortium. Can you tell our viewers why Professor Lumumba is coming to the US? And why did you decide only Lumumba? And do you have any other plans for other leaders, presidents, top-notch CEOs from Africa or from Asia or from around the world to come and speak to One Voice Consortium members? So, Dr. Shuri, it's your turn now.
Thank you, Ben Kibwato. Thank you, KDR TV. One Voice Consortium is very, very proud to be the official organizers of the PLO Lumumba US tour, and we have put together a very, very great team here. As you can see, all the teams are from Maryland, DC, North Carolina, Florida, Minnesota, Ohio, New York, and even New Jersey. So it's a great team we've put together, and Global Diaspora One Voice Consortium is an organization that brings together all members of our community, whether they are in America or Europe or Africa or South America or even in Asia. And we bring them all together. And these are all organizations that are in various sectors, education, socio-economic activities. Others are in community-based organizations that have various activities. So we are very, very proud to put together this tour of PLO. As you all know, PLO is a very well-known international icon and speaker from Kenya. And he has a very, very good Pan-African message for all of us who come from Africa. And so this is a very, very good starting point for us in One Voice Consortium as we go on inviting other African leaders and other people in various other sectors. So this will be something that we will be organizing every year, and PLO is our first guest for this tour. As some of my colleagues have said from the other states, there's a lot of planning that is going on in all the states. Right now, we have all confirmation for each and every event that is there. In Ohio here, we have Cincinnati, which has already said what they're going to do. And then on July 22nd, when he leaves Cincinnati, he will have a tour of Ohio. And once he he tours Ohio, various interesting areas, including the Wilbur Wright Museum, where he will be able to see the first aircraft that was invented. And then from there, he will head to the Wild. The Wild is a park, an animal park that is managed and run by Columbus Zoo Foundation, which we are working with so that they can help us in creating a similar animal conservancy in our Wakanda City in Malindi. And so he will be able to visit there so that he can be able to see what is going on there. And since we are in partnership with them to help us in creating a similar animal conservancy, that will be very, very important. That evening, he will then have an informal dinner with a few members of Columbus, City of Columbus. And then the following day is when we are planning to have the investor conference. This investor conference will be held at the Hilton Hotel, Easton. And the idea here is to bring together the various members of the Chamber of Commerce and people who are in small and medium enterprises who want to invest back in Africa. And the idea is that there are a lot of opportunities that are there in Africa where people can be able to invest, including the amazing Wakanda City, which is based in Malindi, Kenya. The following day, PLO will be speaking at the One Voice Consortium Gala and Angaza Festival, which we have planned for him to be there and also talk about issues around culture, issues around our cultural heritage and our identity as people who are in the diaspora. As you very well know, culture is instrumental in our upgrowing and also in our sustainability of our lifestyle. So we will be talking about culture and how we can be able to continue modeling and improving our cultural heritage and identity. The following day, PLO is set to proceed on to New York and New Jersey, where now there are very, very great plans to have him speak at the University of New Jersey in Princeton. And this is an event that they have put together. They're putting together that event together with the United Nations and especially the permanent mission of the Republic of Kenya, United Nations, who are working together with the University of Princeton to put together an event for PLO at that site. So again, all this information is going to be in the PLO Lumumba USA tour.com for people to go in there. There are various options for those who want to attend the event and also for those who want to view it virtually. For those who want to attend physically, there is a fee of $50 that covers the event entrance and also the dinner or lunch that will be provided. And those who want to attend virtually will be charged $25. So that's what we have. We intend to end the tour of PLO with a great, great big bang, where a lot of leaders from the UN and especially diplomats and other people representing their countries will be invited for that particular last function. And PLO will be speaking about inclusivity, about diversity, about international, being an international citizen, and the various opportunities that are there to invest back in Africa. So that's what we have. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Shiori. As our technical crew is trying to bring up the website so that people can see, and then we'll definitely request our sister, either Patricia or Clara, to do the... Okay. Sister Clara, we want you, I don't know whether it's, I'll let you explain the website, or we'll bring in Patricia, but you are the one who prepared the website. So we'll give you an opportunity right now to give us a walkthrough. Go ahead.
How do I do that? Patricia, are you able to do that? Only because.
Surely, yes. So
Okay.
for the Ben, just to
Let's let
clarify,
Patricia
somebody's
do
going to
it.
be scrolling up for me, right?
Well, that's why I was asking. I thought maybe you might have it. I don't have it, but let me go
There
ahead
we
and
go.
do
We
that.
have a scroll. Great.
So, all right. The first thing that you see when you go on our website, actually before the header, it's all the cities that are there are listed. And then as you go down the website, we have Professor Lumumba's in-depth bio. So if you're not familiar with him, or if you come across someone who's like, but who is he, who has not been familiar with him, they can read everything that he has done. I'm sure you cannot capture it all. So they can read most of his bio and see the type of person that he is, the quality that he brings to Africa, and all his research and what he's working on. So if we can scroll down some more. So that's that part. And okay, can you scroll down again? All right, so now we come to where you get information about the cities that he's touring in the United States and the opportunity to RSVP. So all at this point, all the registrations are. You live, say, in Toledo and you're in Ohio, you can see that it's in Cincinnati and Columbus. So you can start making your plans with maybe your family or your organizations to see which is the nearest US city that you will be in that you can register to attend and what events that you can attend. Some of the events are virtual. You cannot make it to the physical event. You might still be able to register and attend the virtual portion of it. And some cities have more than one event. Some cities have 5 events. Some cities have 1 event. So you'll also be able to see on what type of registration suits you and any organization that you might want to engage in. Can we go up a little more? So as you go down, it's going to be all the different cities that he is in. It's easier to access that way. So just scroll down some. So she's in Tampa, Florida. Keep going. Okay. So that shows you all the cities. Keep going.
Cincinnati.
Yeah,
Cincinnati,
that's Columbus, I think. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, so I just encourage people to visit the website, plolumumbausa.tour.org, to see which cities he will be in. Okay, now let's take let's pause there for a little bit. So this section pertains to sponsors. If your organization would like to sponsor any of the events that is doing in a city that's close to you, or overall the event as a headliner, what have you, all the information is there in what you're getting out of the sponsorship. If you want to be an event venue sponsor and get acknowledged in the program or on the day of, your budget, or you can download the material for sponsorship there as well. And for all the other organizations, if you have like maybe a small community organization that wants to promote his visit, you can download our marketing materials from the second tab there. Let's go down again a little more. All right, so, and then this section deals with the ideas that he's bringing to the US. As communities, you'll find a lot of questions around, what is the point of this visit? What's going on? What is he doing? And so these are the he will be speaking on in the different cities, and clearly spells out like the themes that will be going on in the different cities as well. And then just right below it, we have media inquiries. Can you go down again? Again. Okay, so, okay, we can stop there. So we have media inquiries. For any members of the media, this is also for other organizations or people who are generally interested, who want to know and have information. All that information is going to be there. If you click on any one of those, it will give you a link that pertains to what you are looking for. So if you're looking for for his speeches. You can click on one of those, and it will take you to all the. Can you click the one that takes you to PLO speeches, please? I just want people to have an idea of all the different ones to get. There you go. All right, so if you scroll down, and this is just a small sample that gives people within your communities or any of the sponsors that you're trying to reach out to the different topics. Some of the leaders that he has met with, like I think there's an interview with the president of Malawi, like it's that caliber of speaker. So as you reach out and you try to get others to be part of this event, this is some of that information that let them see so that they can really tell that what we have here is an absolute African gem. Okay, so do you want to, can you go back to the front page, to the home page? All right, and then all the way down so we can. All right. Okay. So that was the last part of it. So yeah. So you get a little. You begin to get a sense, right, of what the visit is about and what One Voice Consortium is trying to do and bring to the United States and get people in the diaspora. Yeah. And if there's anything that needs to, of course, that you think should be there, we're always welcoming that input as well.
Thank you. Sister Patricia, is there anything which you might think our other sister Clara has actually left out you might want to tell the world?
Clara is super, so she doesn't leave anything out. She did not leave out. The only thing that everybody knows how I feel about Clara. She's amazing. So the only thing I think we need to mention is the one place that has not been mentioned that is a part of this tour is Raleigh, North Carolina. Again, PLO Lumumba USA Tour.com, and that will get you where you need to go. Check out Raleigh. There are 2 events there. One is a town hall on July 10th. That's a Saturday. And then one is worship service, and it's going to be on July 11th, which is a Sunday. So don't miss those out. Also, it's the only thing I think we forgot to mention or missed to mention. Our Raleigh team is up and active and working. And I will know that, Ben, you will talk about Minnesota for sure.
Thank you very much. Yeah, let me briefly talk about Minnesota before we go back to Cincinnati. Those guys are really hot down there. They really want to steal the show from Florida, but Minnesota is already on the top, so don't worry about that. So I hope Professor Ndiangui is still around. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So Minnesota is really waiting for Professor PLO Lumumba. They are upbeat. They have done their best. They are trying their level best to ensure that they beat all the other states. But we'll see the ground, how the ground actually will be shifted. Maybe today we are seeing the people from Cincinnati to be really up to the task. But that day will reckon when Minnesota will be on the table, ensuring that PLO Lumumba's tour is a success. Professor Ndiangui, I know sometimes when you hear Minnesota, you start having some goosebumps. So, Professor Ndiangui, go ahead, tell us. Is there anything which you forget? I mean, you forgot. You are muted, Professor. That's fine. Go ahead, Professor. Go ahead, Professor Ndiangui.
I just forgot to mention that anybody who wants to attend this event should register. The one at the university, that's fairly closed, but the 14th one in Orlando is $50. That involves the dinner. And the one on the 16th for Rotarians in Clown Plaza, it is $30, including lunch. We are not charging much. Any extra money will go to the PLO Foundation. We are trying to raise that money. But please, if you are interested, the limited space with the social distancing and all that, you better register as soon as possible. You cannot come in unless you have registered. It will be full capacity. So we are urging people to do that. The other private ones, they're okay, but the main ones on 14th in Orlando and on 16th in Fort Myers again. Please, please, please register. Again, I want to thank everybody. Robert Shirley, Ben, Clara. I love the flyers. Thank you for making us the best flyer possible, better than even that one of Cincinnati. We shine, we look good, and I know the negative. They know that. Just look at the flyer. We look the best. It tells it all. You know that. And actually, you can imagine Clara is in Cincinnati and make a better flyer for Florida than them.
Thank you very much. I believe Sister Clara might now decide to take over the interview. Maybe there's something I left out, and she'll definitely tell me, hey Ben, be clear about Minnesota. So Minnesota, we are hosting Professor Ndiangui. We are hosting Professor Piolo Lumumba at the Brooklyn Park Community Center in Brooklyn Park. We'll be having the African diaspora hosting Professor Piolo Lumumba. In Minnesota, we have so many African diaspora communities from every part of Africa. I can really tell you that a minimum of 7 African countries are hosting Professor Piolo Lumumba in Minnesota. That is a good one for us. And we are also anticipating or hoping that the universities will be open by 19th. Then we'll get a chance to have Professor Piolo Lumumba speak to speak to the academia world at the University of Minnesota on the 19th. That one is in the works. We hope everything will be okay. But right now, the universities are closed, and we hope by that particular time the COVID regulations will have been at least enable. The governor will have actually made it possible for everyone to be mingling out there, and then everybody will be coming there without a mask. That is what we're really anticipating. But right now in Minnesota, most of us go to the hotels, go to shoppings without having the masks. So we hope the university also will follow suit and allow us to have that function in one of the auditoriums in the university. So Sister Clara, Sister Patricia, if there is anything you also want me to speak about Minnesota, this is your chance to ask me a question. Perfectly okay.
What are the topics in Minnesota?
Perfect. That is a good one. Yeah, the topic we're actually having is, can Africa redefine herself? Can Africa redefine herself and be on top? The world is laughing at us. We are a laughing stock. What criteria or which areas are we going to use or employ as the African people to be on the top of the game? Can we redefine ourselves? Can we move forward as a team and actually become a force to reckon with? Those are some of the topics Professor Piolo Lumumba will be talking about. And then there is a very nice topic again, harnessing its power and resources with the limitations it has. Can it still redefine herself and move towards the strength of the African people so that they can utilize their resources? They can utilize their, not only about the mineral, what about the people? We are having so many people in Africa. Can these people come together? Can we remove all the borders? When you want to go to Uganda, you must have a visa. When you want to go to Nigeria, you must have a visa. Can these things be eliminated so that the African people or community can move freely? Those are some of the topics we are anticipating Professor Piolo Lumumba to tackle while in Minnesota. Okay. Any other question, Sister Patricia?
No, that's great. Thank you. I think along with everybody else, I'm anticipating this with, as we get closer, I'm getting more and more excited. And I know Cincinnati and Minnesota and Florida are all fighting for who's number one, but it's number one after Washington, D.C. and Maryland. Do note that on paper, Washington and Baltimore are first and second on the list. So you can be fast after Maryland. You're welcome to do that. And you can be fast after D.C. But this is to all the people in DC, in Maryland, in Philadelphia, in all of Pennsylvania. We invite you with an open heart. We know that as a diaspora community, Ben said harnessing that power of the diaspora community, because we have learned a lot by being in this country. We have learned a lot by being in the diaspora. We are not going back to Africa to be the saviors, so to speak, but we're going to Africa because we have learned and we're bringing experience, and we are meeting our brothers and sisters who are in Africa and working together hand in hand. And the speeches of PLO teach us this. And so for him to come and to bring this message directly to us is an amazing thing. So Minnesota, love you all. Cincinnati, love you all. I'm not going to talk about Dr. Cheery. Florida, we love you all. But we're still number one, just saying.
Okay, Brother Mutua had now you, Sister Patricia, you made Professor Diangui not to sleep today. Okay.
She's a friend of
She used
mine.
to be my
That's all I
friend.
know.
Sorry?
Go ahead, Professor Diangui.
One more card in our pocket.
Patricia used to be my friend, but now I don't know what will happen after this.
Okay, briefly, because we have very limited time, let's now go back to Cincinnati. Brother Mutua had some information for us. So, Brother Mutua, it's your chance. It's your chance to speak again. If there is anything you actually left behind.
We're still number one. And I just want to give us, the three of us also the opportunity to say one thing real quick before we finish that. And I'll say that the way we are bringing PLO here, we want the Kenyan community to welcome him at the first point, that is the 19th. And the second day, we also, are welcoming him. Prince will talk about that briefly, and then our African community, as we said earlier, and later on, everybody else will be in that meeting. Prince, please go ahead and say.
Well, I think for me, I'm going to focus more on funding. This event is it's a pleasure to have PLO in the U.S. and it's sometimes it hurt me to find it hard to raise money. A big brother is coming to town, and it is sometimes hard to raise money. I know we are doing the best we can. What I'm saying is that if you're out there watching this with us now, please go out there and support this event. But because we cannot plan this type of event without funding. So we really encourage you all to go out there, even donations. If you can sponsor, you could donate in kind to support this event. So we really rely on you guys. Think of our own brother coming to the US.
Exactly.
Who else would? And I hate to go always out there to ask for money from other folks. We have to take care of our own brother. That is pretty much my own calling, is to all folks out there, please go out there and find a way to support this event. I know Clara will talk about the other event.
Okay. So just one more event that we neglected to mention is with the Foreign Policy Leadership Council. And the Foreign Policy Leadership Council is an organization here in America that is mostly for US foreign policy experts. And PLO will be speaking at that event with the topic respect to what One Voice Consortium is trying to put into the diaspora. He's going to be speaking on the place for Africa, the place of Africa in the 21st century and beyond, right? What is that place in the world? That's the topic that he's going to be speaking on in Cincinnati. Else thinks there's a topic that's going to be better than that, or did Cincinnati?
Yeah. The card is out. And there's more.
Right there. Right on the alley of vision and goals in One Voice Consortium, and I dropped my mic.
And it's open to you all. It's virtual.
It's virtual, actually.
You guys can attend the event too. It's okay. So it's virtual.
Who said that? It's virtual event.
Thank you, guys. If there is anything we've left out, Dr. Shiori, please, 1 minute, please. We are closing down. We want to go around and give every person 1 minute to ramp it up. Dr. Shiori, please. Okay, sorry, we muted you. Okay, go ahead, Dr. Shiori.
Thank you, Ben. This has been very, very a good event. In fact, you can see how all the teams in under One Voice Consortium are all ready. They are very, very competitive. And this is good for all of us because it means that all these groups are top-notch. Everybody is top-notch in what they're doing. And we really, as One Voice Consortium, appreciate each and every effort that is being done by all these leaders. I tell you, it's a great work, it's great devotion, great passion that is going on, and even more important, making sure that everything that we are planning is what is going to happen. So we are asking everybody to help us out there, support us, even in donations, even with sponsorship, however much you can be able to donate. And most important, try to register and book for the event nearest to you. Or whichever that you want to attend virtually, that will be still possible. One of the things we left out was about Wakanda City, which was going to be presented by Professor Jenga. And the idea here around Wakanda City is creating a smart city for all of us here. So we have 6,000 acres of land that are under One Voice Consortium. And we are trying to create a smart city out there that has a industrial and commercial and retail districts, has a agro industrial area, and also agricultural development. That's an area that grows a lot of pineapples and cassava and avocados and macadamia nuts, and all this will be for our food security out there. We also have almost 2,750 acres of residential area, both for low income, middle income, and high income. We also will be having educational and medical facilities in the Wakanda area. So again, these are areas that we are asking our people to go out there and invest back into a smart city where we can create something that is similar to a smart city that is here in US that can be able to cater for our diaspora community. More details of this, again, will be available in each and every event that PLO will be in, so that people can be able to take advantage of those, the pre-launch of those plots that are there. The pre-launch of those investment opportunities will be available. Again, details will be given by Professor Jenga and the team that he is bringing to US, a big team of about 8 people who will be available in terms of giving more information about Wakanda City. But in a nutshell, I'm thankful for this team for putting together everything, and we can only say Karibu PLO and your delegation. We are ready to host you in July, from July 7 to 27. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you very much. Sister Patricia, you are closing short, please.
Register, register, register. Everything has been planned. We can only ask you to register. That's number one. If you can't attend, you're traveling to Kenya, you're going on vacation during the time an event is taking place, sponsor someone who can come. And if you own a business, it doesn't matter if it's a big business or a small business, as you heard from Dr. Ellis, definitely be a sponsor. There's vendor opportunities. Participate in this so that we can definitely lift up the diaspora. Thank you so much, Ben, for having me.
Thank you very much. Professor Ndiangui?
You're muted.
No, it's okay now. Go ahead, okay. Professor Ndiangui.
I wanted to say this, that it's just so powerful to see so many people. We put it on a light chat, but this is serious business. We enjoy what we are doing. We are very excited about it. But many of our viewers may ask, what is there for me? Are we just having one man here for that? No. There's a lot more One Voice is doing. There are many projects we'll be addressing with the advice of PLO. I want to just take one up, and I know that the want to more, but I'll say it because I'm very passionate. We are trying to see what issues are there in Africa. For example, unemployment of graduates, particularly teachers. That's our area. We are trying to see how they can be absorbed, because America needs teachers here. We are trying to see how many. I don't need Professor P also. So there is something for everybody. There are many projects. We're trying to set up tech centers in Kenya and other parts of Africa. We need a man of PLO station to help us in those areas. So there's something for everybody. It's not just an event, just for coming one person. We have come together. Everybody has done something powerful. I know we have been joking as the way to do your business on the right track. We are professors. We hope everybody your support and understand that this is not just about one person. This is a big mission we are on to, and it will save, it will help, it will do a lot for our people in our continent and in the Africa. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Now let's ramp the people from Cincinnati, please. Go ahead, Mr. Mtua.
Thank you again, Bwana Kibwato. Thank you, the President, Dr. Shuri, Patricia, Professor Yangui, and all my team here. I'll just echo what Dr. Shuri said. Let's give our brother that we encourage our people, and then let's have a conversation on how to change, our diaspora, investments, development in Africa. Please, like Patricia said, register. Come and let's talk. Let's years in place. This is our brother that is has 38 locations in 38 African countries, doing projects on the ground. This is not just about one country. This is about all the countries in Africa. And we also encourage our brothers, the African Americans, because this is part of it. We're encouraging the diaspora. We're actually working with the diaspora. It's not just the Kenyan community, it's also the diaspora, the African diaspora, with our brothers and the African Americans. Africa can only be changed by Africans. We know America has whatever we has been changed by the Americans. And there's exactly all the other countries. The Chinese right now, they're moving into other countries, they're doing whatever they're doing to develop China. Africa can only be developed by Africans. Let's work together. Let's see this, our brother is a bridge. Discuss with him because he's talking with all these other 38 African countries. He knows what is going on the ground. We are here. Let's link, let's work together. Register. Come to the events. And thank you all. I appreciate it.
Do we have any word from Sister Clara, please?
Register again. PLO, LumumbaUSATour.com. So register, please.
Thank you very much. Bwana Prince?
My final word would be, as David said, it takes us, right? We have passion when it comes to issues that affect us. And so this PLO is really part of that discussion. And this is the one team. This is Clara is from Zimbabwe, I'm from Ghana, Kenya. So this is the diaspora right here. This is the team right here. Everybody plan, help her with the event, plan the event. It takes time to plan. We thank you all for taking the time. I know meetings and work projects here and there. We thank everybody for helping with this event, and we hope that you all will come out and support. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, participants. Thank you very much, Professor Ndiangui. Professor Ndiangui, you always want to teach. Please, 1 second. Enable Professor Ndiangui. 1 second, please. 2 seconds, please, to make your final. There's something you forgot. Go ahead, Professor Ndiangui.
Yes, I wanted to add what this trip is not about. It is not about politics. We have no politics in one point. We are addressing real issues. It's important for people to understand PLO is not coming here to talk about politics, whether Kenyan or any other part of Africa. This is about serious business, other stuff, not politics. We are not politics.
Thank you very much. That is another discussion for another day. We'll be having another promotional interview. We don't call them promotional interviews, but we are saying that we'll be having another insightful information about Professor PLO Lumumba's tour and another time. So till that particular time, viewers, thank you very much. Have a wonderful time. I believe in 2 weeks' time we'll be bringing the teams again back so that they can tell us what are the final touches to ensure Professor Lumumba lands safely here and he starts his trip in earnest, and all the plans. And I believe and trust that even the food, which we've not actually spoken about today, will be very, very, very nice. Professor PLO Lumumba's team, Musiogope, the food will be nice here in the US when your team or your entourage arrives. Thank you very much. Till next time, may God bless you. Vice